Beside the table is an inset shelf nearly spilling over with board games of every title. "Did you play all of these games?" she asks, walking over to the area and running her hands along the molding that outlines the shelf. "Every single one. Got really good at a lot of them. But my dad was a beast at the games. Mom, too. They kicked my butt for a good long time. Never believed in just letting me win." He chuckles. "Loved them for that, too." "It sounds like you have some really good memories, Jay." "Great memories, Tori. I have great memories of them. About the only thing I love about this house is the time I spent with them in it." "You don't like this house?" she observes. His chest rises and falls with the intake of a deep breath. "I don't hate it, despite what I may make it sound like. It just itches, you know? It's like a hand-me-down that never really fits right, but you're kinda obliged to accept it. I'm thinking of maybe moving, building a new space, for me and—" He bites his lip looking at Tori. "For me and my family," he finishes. She feels her lips lift in a smirk and looks away. There are only so many of these intense gazes of his that she'll be able to withstand. "What would you do with this house, then? Sell it? Can you do that with a contract?" He grunts, and she can hear the muffled sound of his footsteps on the carpet until his steps transition to the hardwood floor. Beside her now, his hands come to grasp the sides of her arms, and he pulls Tori back against him. His chin is near her temple when he speaks. "Nope. We, the descendants, can't sell any of the property until the contract's paid off. But what if we, you and I mean," he said, emphasizing the words with the squeeze of his hands on her arms. "What if we turned this into a bed and breakfast? To go with your resort idea, I mean. I think people would pay through the nose for a chance to stay in an authentic antique house like this." Tori turns around, his arm loosening and then resettling upon her waist. "Really? I love that idea, Jay. Can I see the rest of the house?" She's now more excited than ever to view what this home has to offer. "Of course," he says, smiling. His hand raises, caressing her cheek softly. "I'm getting a little hungry, though," he says, a throatiness underlying his voice. She smirks. "For dinner, right?" He chuckles and shakes his head. "You are doing so good, Jay." "Told you. I'm still a work in progress."